Have you ever looked at someone famous and quietly started becoming them without even realizing it? Not their face, not their money, but their mind. The way they talk, the way they react, the way they dress, the way they think about relationships, success, power, life. And the terrifying part is, most people never consciously choose their ideals. The world chooses for them. A child watches a celebrity, a teenager watches an influencer, a nation watches a politician, and slowly, without permission, personalities get copied like viruses. You think you are building your identity, but many times, your identity is just a collection of people you watch too much. And history has shown something dark about human beings. People rarely become what they believe. They become what they repeatedly see. That is why entire generations can become obsessed with greed, violence, fame, attention, or destruction. Not because they are evil, but because their idols normalized it. Today, the internet has created the most dangerous environment humanity has ever seen for the human mind. Because now, your ideals are no longer limited to your village, your city, or your country. Now the entire planet competes to shape your brain. Actors, pop stars, streamers, motivational speakers, political leaders, internet millionaires, lifestyle influencers, religious figures, even people pretending to be philosophers online. Every single day, millions of people are fighting for ownership of your attention. Because whoever controls your attention eventually controls your values. And once your values are controlled, your future is no longer yours. This is not just about celebrities. This is about survival. Because one wrong ideal can quietly destroy your entire life while making you believe you are succeeding. And the scariest part, some of the most admired people in the world are deeply broken themselves. The invisible copying. Human beings are copying machines. That is the uncomfortable truth nobody wants to admit. You do not need someone to directly tell you how to live. Your brain automatically imitates what it sees repeatedly. A boy watches influencers treating women like objects. Soon respect starts disappearing from his personality. A girl watches celebrities whose entire value comes from appearance. Soon, insecurity becomes her religion. Millions watch rich internet personalities flexing luxury lifestyles every day. Soon, normal life starts feeling like failure. This is why social media feels psychologically exhausting, because your brain is constantly comparing your existence to carefully edited illusions. And eventually, you stop asking what is right. You start asking what is popular. The internet transformed fame into morality. If someone has enough followers, people assume they deserve respect, even when they are shallow, even when they are cruel, even when they are manipulative, even when they are mentally unstable. The modern world no longer asks, "Is this person wise?" It asks, "Is this person famous?" And those are very different questions. Some influencers teach greed while calling it ambition. Some celebrities normalize addiction while calling it freedom. Some politicians manipulate fear while calling it patriotism. Some leaders divide people while pretending to unite them. Some online personalities destroy attention spans while pretending to educate. And millions follow them because confidence looks like intelligence to insecure people. History is full of this pattern. Entire nations once worshipped leaders who later destroyed millions of lives. Not because those leaders hypnotized people, but because humans emotionally attach themselves to certainty. People do not always follow truth. They follow people who sound certain. That is why dangerous people rise so easily during confusion. because confidence attracts crowds faster than wisdom. And now, for the first time in human history, children are being psychologically raised by algorithms. Think about how insane that is. An algorithm decides what millions admire. An algorithm decides what becomes attractive. An algorithm decides what becomes successful. An algorithm decides who becomes a role model. Not wisdom, not morality, not intelligence. An algorithm. And algorithms do not care about truth. They care about attention. The more emotional you become, the more profitable you become. So outrage gets rewarded, arrogance gets rewarded, extreme behavior gets rewarded, fake lifestyles get rewarded, and slowly society starts confusing performance with reality. The saddest part is, most idols do not even live the life people imagine. Many celebrities secretly suffer from depression. Many rich influencers are drowning in emptiness. Many powerful politicians live in paranoia. Many stars cannot even trust their own friendships anymore. But the audience only sees the edited version, the smiling interviews, the luxury vacations, the applause, the lights, the followers. And millions of ordinary people begin hating their own quiet lives because they are comparing themselves to a performance designed to manipulate admiration. And the deeper you admire someone blindly, the weaker your own identity becomes. Because obsession slowly replaces individuality. You stop thinking for yourself. You start outsourcing your beliefs, your morals, your dreams, your personality, your meaning. Everything gets borrowed, and borrowed identities eventually collapse. Because a person who builds themselves entirely from external validation becomes mentally fragile. The moment society changes, they lose themselves. That is why so many people today feel empty, despite being constantly entertained. Because entertainment replaced reflection, and idols replaced inner character. The cult of fame. Modern society treats fame like proof of human value. But fame is not wisdom. Fame is visibility. And visibility can belong to anyone. A genius, a liar, a narcissist, a manipulator, a visionary, a criminal. The internet rewards all of them equally if they capture attention. That is why humanity keeps repeating the same mistake, confusing popularity with truth. People once worshipped kings, then dictators, then movie stars, now influencers. The faces change, but the psychological mechanism remains the same. Humans desperately want someone to admire because thinking independently is emotionally difficult. It is easier to follow a personality than build your own philosophy. And once admiration becomes emotional, critical thinking dies. People defend celebrities they have never met. People attack strangers for politicians who do not know they exist. People sacrifice friendships over internet personalities. Entire identities are now built around public figures. And when those figures fall, their followers collapse emotionally too, because they built their self-worth on another human being. That is why scandals destroy people psychologically, not because the celebrity changed, but because the illusion broke, and reality feels painful after emotional worship. As Friedrich Nietzsche once said, "He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not become a monster." Because eventually, you become what you admire. Build your own mind. The solution is not to hate celebrities or avoid every public figure. The solution is to stop surrendering your consciousness. Admire carefully, observe critically, and never place another human being above truth. The strongest minds in history learned from people, but never worshipped them. Because idols are dangerous when they become unquestionable. A healthy role model inspires growth. An unhealthy idol replaces identity. There is a difference. You should learn from people's discipline, not blindly copy their personality. Learn from someone's courage, not their ego. Learn from someone's wisdom, not their image. And most importantly, study how people live when nobody is watching. Because character is revealed in private life, not public performance. The world teaches you to admire success first, but you should admire inner stability first. A peaceful, unknown person with integrity is far more valuable than a famous person addicted to validation. Because external power means nothing if the inner world is collapsing. Real intelligence is being able to appreciate someone without losing yourself inside them. And one of the most powerful things you can do in modern society is this. Pause before admiration. Ask yourself, why am I attracted to this person? Is it wisdom or insecurity? Do they actually inspire growth? Or are they simply entertaining my fantasies? Would I still admire them if they were not famous? These questions protect your individuality. Because the moment admiration becomes unconscious, manipulation begins. Protect your attention. Your attention is your psychological bloodstream. Whatever enters repeatedly shapes you. That means every video you watch, every influencer you follow, every leader you obsess over, every celebrity you emotionally worship is slowly programming your nervous system. People think they are consuming content, but many times, content is consuming them. So become selective. Protect your mental environment like your life depends on it. Because mentally, it does. Follow people who increase clarity, not emotional chaos. Follow people who encourage thought, not addiction. Follow people who challenge your mind, not manipulate your emotions. And spend more time building your own life than watching someone else's. Because modern society has normalized spectatorship. Millions are watching others live instead of creating their own existence. Watching others become rich. Watching others become attractive. Watching others become powerful. Watching others become successful. And slowly, their own life disappears into observation. Do not let entertainment replace purpose. Choose carefully, starting today. Audit your influences. Look at the people you consume daily. Influencers, podcasters, politicians, streamers, celebrities. Ask yourself honestly, after consuming them, do I become calmer or more insecure? Do I become wiser or more reactive? Do I feel motivated to build my life or obsessed with proving myself? Your emotional state reveals the quality of your influences. Second, reduce unconscious consumption. Stop endlessly scrolling. Stop emotionally attaching yourself to internet personalities. Stop treating famous people like gods. Most of them are ordinary humans with cameras and marketing teams. Third, build direct experiences. Read books. Have real conversations. Travel. Exercise. Create things. Spend time alone without constant digital noise. Because independent thinking grows in silence, not in endless stimulation. Fourth, learn to separate talent from character. Someone can be a great actor and still be a terrible human being. Someone can be a brilliant entrepreneur and still be emotionally empty. Someone can be a powerful leader and still destroy lives. Skill does not automatically equal wisdom. And finally, become your own ideal. Not perfect, but conscious. Build principles stronger than trends. Build values stronger than popularity. Build a mind that can admire others without becoming enslaved by them. Because the world will constantly try to hand you new idols. Every week, every election, every trend, every viral moment. But freedom begins when you stop asking, who should I worship? And start asking, what kind of human being should I become?